had Trump tweet on their bingo card for the weekend? Did anyone have that on their bingo card? Because if you did, you can cross that square off, okay? Who also had, let's see, $4,000 pump in 2 hours on their bingo card for the weekend? Who had that? Did anyone have it? If you did, congratulations. You can cross that one off of your list too. If you are here, you know what time it is. It is the Wolfer Power Hour. We got some crazy stuff going on right now. Bull Run might be back on. Altcoin season might be kicking off. It is exciting times. It is seriously exciting times right now. I think everybody's riding high on a Sunday of all days, right? But we all know Trump takes 0 days off, right? And money takes 0 days off. So with that being said, we just pumped from $85,000 all the way up to $91,900, almost $92,000 in 2 hours because of one thing. And if you want to know what that thing is, we're going to get into it in this video. Welcome to the Wolfer Power Hour. I'm your host, DW Drew Wolfer, bringing you the gains, bringing you the key levels, bringing you the trades, bringing you everything that you need to know inside of the crypto markets to position yourself well. We got XRP, we got Cardano, we got Solana doing absolutely parabolic, ridiculous, unprecedented numbers, okay? We got the crypto bubbles turning 100% green. Okay, we have Bitcoin getting back into and above the value area low. Okay, does it stay there? Probably not for the time being, right? You're going to probably see a little pullback probably to the 200 moving average, which we're going to get into the technicals on here in just a second. We're going to do TA on Cardano. We're going to do TA on XRP. We're going to do TA on Solana. We're going to do it on Bitcoin. We're going to hit ETH. And if you have something, drop it in the comments section. If you have an altcoin you want me to look at, drop that bad boy in the comment section literally right now. The ones that come first, you're going to be the ones that get it, because I promise you this is an hour-long stream. We probably won't be able to get to all of them, so drop them in the comments section right now. Let me know what you're thinking inside of the market. Absolutely going crazy right now, okay? And we're not going to waste any more time. We're just going to get straight into it. One other quick thing. If you're here from Twitter, scroll up, hit the follow button, man. We do this every single day. Literally almost every single day, okay? If you are here from YouTube, I appreciate you. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you hit subscribe, and then boom, baby, bang on the notification bell. Comment your altcoins in the relevant comments section here in just a second. We will get into the charts. So let's go ahead and do my super cool secret transition. Right? Now let's get into the charts. This is what's happening to Bitcoin right now. We called this out yesterday, okay? We called out the inverted head and shoulders. We also called out that there was a bear flag on the one-day chart, and one of these moves is going to invalidate the other one, right? We saw this pump above it, boom. Now we have a confirmation candle. We never got a back test of it. I did not enter here because we never got a confirmation. Right? And this happened so fast. Okay. I did not get a long entry here, but it did hit the target within about $400. It hit $92,000, and the target on this was 92.5, 92.6 ish. So it hit the target almost exactly. If you've been following me for long enough, you know that I always talk about these charting patterns. I always talk about these things, and you know, I can show you exactly what I was talking about yesterday. Actually, that's not it. Where's it at? Give me 1 second. My PDFs. Right here. Boom. We literally called this out yesterday. Again, if you would like to see, if you want to have access to these documents, that's fine. I made this for myself, but we literally called this out yesterday from my charting patterns document. Where's my bullish patterns? Right here. Inverted head and shoulders, baby. What does this look like? An inverted head and shoulders with the target of just under 92.7. Okay. So if you want access to this document and even potentially my other PDF documents like my candlesticks, quick reference guide, and stuff like that, drop it in the comments section below. If we get enough requests, I'll let people have access to these. I'm not charging for it. This is free access. I'll let you download it. I'll put a link. I got to build a web page so that you can go and download it and stuff like that. But if you want it, you got it. You guys just got to tell me that you actually want it, right? Because I'm not going to waste my time building a web page to give you guys access to documents like these that I've already built to help you in your trading journey. If, you know, like dozens and dozens of people are going to download it, then we'll do it. If you're not, then no big deal. I'll use it for my own personal reference, like I've been doing for months and months, if not, you know, years. So with all that said, where is Bitcoin going from here? Okay, so we have now almost filled this entire gap, right? Boom. But what's all down here? We all know that that is liquidity down here. We'll pull this bear flag off. We hit our target. Okay, this is close enough. This is about a 75 to 70% trace of this inverted head and shoulders move. You know, we'll see what happens from here. This is the gateway to altcoin season. Okay, this right here is the gateway to altcoin friggin' season. Look at what Cardano just did. Went from 63 cents to $1.13 in like a couple of hours. Look at what Avalanche did. $21 to $25 in just a couple of hours, right? Look at what XRP did. Where's XRP in here? We'll do Solana first. From 140 to 176, baby. This is the gateway to altcoin season. You should be absolutely happy. We have been talking about this for months, that we needed to come down here to the 80K to 77K range and sweep all of this liquidity that was over here from this parabolic move. And guess what, baby? We swept it, and that's when altcoin season can potentially start. We will see if it continues, and we will see if it starts. But this is where you want to see the altcoins starting to pump, baby. That's where you want to see the altcoins starting to pump. Did we get a perfect inverted head and shoulders on this? Absolutely not. We did not. But did we still get the move from the head and shoulders like we wanted to? Yes. If you're not in, where can you enter? Well, you can enter right here at the 200 moving average on the 1 hour chart, which is at $89,000. Okay. You can enter from $89,000 if we get a retrace, right? If we decide that, you know, we're gonna fulfill this move and we're gonna retrace, you can enter from $89,000 all the way down to 86.6, because 86.6 is the top of what we would call the dumpity dump zone right here, which is where we broke out from. Okay, so 86.6 and $89,000 are your two key level entry points. Here's 89. Here is 86.6. I already have my order in at 86.6. We will see what happens, and we will take it from there. Drop some stuff in the comments section. All I ever ask of anybody is to just hit the follow button and participate. If you want to see some altcoin analysis, we will talk about it here in just a second. Now, since this is potentially the gateway to new all-time highs, let's talk about it. Let's see what we got, right? Okay, so we had our inverted head and shoulders. Boom, that played out. Bam, we're up here now. If we regain that level, if we come back and we can bullishly backtest this 200 moving average and then bounce, then we are going to go to 96.8-ish, right? Which is the point of control. And then if we can regain that level, guess what? We're coming up here to around 104.750. All right. So remember, 102, right? Or not, my bad. 96.7 and then 104.750 are your next two key levels to take out, right? That is where this point of control is, and it's a serious level of interest. And secondarily, so is the value area high. Now, you start taking out this value area high, you back test it, and you start blasting. That is the gateway to new all-time highs, and potentially the gateway to the cup and handle that we are going to see on the weekly, or is it on the daily chart, I believe. Let me find it. Oh yeah, we also have the 1 week bull flag. Let's go to the 1 week chart and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We also have this, and if we break out of this, I mean, we're doing stupid, ridiculous numbers, right? So as you can see, this is a topping tail on the weekly chart. Okay, if we can close up here like this, or this is a bottoming tail on the weekly chart, right? So if we can close this, this is the gateway to new highs. All right. Now, if you don't know what a bottoming tail is, again, I have it on my candlesticks document. It is the hammer candle. Just saying, if you want, if you want this stuff, drop it in the comments section. If we get a bunch of people that want access to these documents that I have, I promise you, I'll give them to you. Now, we came down here, we bounced, obviously, right? But look at this bull flag on the weekly chart. Where does that bull flag take us? Almost $133,000 here, baby. And if you look at 75% of the measured move on that, because I don't take into account the full measured move, I only aim for about 75%, and you can probably infer why. As you can see from the inverted head and shoulders, we hit that target almost perfectly, and it was 75% of the measured move. So this is 40% move up. Let's call it 30%. That would be 75% of it. And you're looking at a $125,000 price point on Bitcoin, which is your 75% of the measured move level. Okay. So Bitcoin could be going up to $125,000 if we break out of this weekly bull flag. Now, it's going to take us another week to see if we get a breakout and then a confirmation candle, but that is the gateway to new all-time highs. And so is that value area low, reclaiming it, moving up to the point of control, reclaiming it, and moving up to the value area high at about 105, reclaiming it, and then boom, blast off, baby. So this is where you should be thinking about, are we long? This is where you start thinking about long positions, right? Now, you can take a short-term scalp short trade. I get that. You can take a short-term scalp short right here. Boom. But you want to be longing here. This is what we're looking at right now, is long positions, right? And if you go to the daily chart, what's the same thing that you saw on the daily chart? A bottoming tail, right? A bottoming tail candle right here. Again, as you can see, the hammer candlestick, boom. We see that on the one-day chart right here. And then guess what? 2 subsequent candles that came right afterwards. Why? Because Trump decided to tweet out on his own social platform, which is called truthsocial.com. A U.S. crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the presidential working group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve that includes XRP, Solana, and Cardano, as well as Bitcoin. And I will make sure the U.S. is the crypto capital of the world. We are making America great again. Possible inverted head and shoulders on the 1-minute chart on BTC. Yeah, we'll check it out. We'll check it out. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I mean, it could be forming. You know, you're going to have to come down. You're going to have to come down. So we're right here. This would be your left shoulder, head. We would need to come right around here. We need to come back down here. Boom. Inverted head and shoulders. What's the target on that bad boy? I would say it's probably like $92,500, something like that. It's not going to be massive, right? It's not going to be a massive target. 93K, that's a good target, man. That gets us above the value area low, right? Which was at about, what was it, 91.1, 91.2, something like that. I mean, this thing could keep running. I mean, let's be real. This thing could keep running. We're going to do some technical analysis and see what we can figure out. Okay, so where's a good place to, you know, potentially, you know, enter a trade here, right? If you're looking for long positions, probably somewhere in this range. 87.2. 87.2 is the golden pocket, 88.2, and then you've obviously got your 85 or $86,000 level. Let's take it from the low to the high though, right? Yeah, so again, 86.6, the level that I was calling out just a minute ago, and $89,000 where the 200 moving average is. There's 2 critical levels that if you pull back to, that would be where you would be looking to take long positions, okay? Could you scalp short it down to here? Yes. Would I necessarily, you know, tell you to do that? Not whenever the market is running on hype like this, you know? Like, eventually this hype wears off, you know, where people get the buying pressure gets exhausted, and you're going to see the RSI being super overheated as it is right here, right? But this signal line is way down here, right? And same thing with the stochastics. You got the stochastics super overheated on the 1-hour chart. And then obviously you have your market cipher showing you higher highs on the momentum waves, showing that altcoin season could be happening. Okay, so we've got Bitcoin. Drop in the comments section if you want any other altcoins, if you want to see any other altcoins, and we will look at them. But for now, we are going to go look at Cardano's absolutely epic meteoric rise and see what is going on with the Cardano ecosystem. Okay. So, well, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. We can delete all this stuff off of here. Okay. I mean, as you can see, Cardano did a full retracement of this Fibonacci level, man. Like this Fibonacci right here. We broke out. Okay, this is textbook, man. We broke out, back tested, fell under, back tested, fell under, broke back out, and then boom, Trump pump, baby. This is what we call the Trump bump, the Trump pump. So if you see, look at the volume on these two candles too, man. Went all the way up to the 1.0 full retrace level on Cardano. Absolutely insane run up, right? Absolutely insane run up. So what could you be seeing in terms of a pullback on Cardano if that is the case, right? Well, all you have to do is take that same Fibonacci retracement and pull it from the low to the high of right before this happened, and we'll pull out our magnet tool for this so that we can get the actual perfect entries and exits here. I mean, you could see a pullback to 81 cents, right? You could also see a pullback to somewhere here in the 95-cent range, since we've already lost this key level right here. So as you can see, this was a very key level right here at about 98 cents. So you could see a pullback to about 95 to 98 cents on Cardano. Let's go to the 4-hour chart, see what it's telling us. So you have now taken out those previous swing lows, right? Or swing highs. So this is now favoring upside potentially, right? This is a swing failure pattern, right? Because now that you have this high over here, right? This high has not actually taken it out with a candle close. So you took it out with a wick, which is not as powerful. So could Cardano continue to, you know, go upwards? Yes, but it's gonna have to come back down. Okay. My guess is it's probably gonna come back down somewhere in this realm right here. Probably gonna come from about, you know, $1.05 maybe to about 81 cents to the 0.618. Start hitting that gateway to higher highs, right? That's what I'm seeing on Cardano as it sits right now. Now, if we look, okay, you've got, let me take the magnet tool off. You've got a higher high, you've got a low, right? Now you have a lower high, you have a lower low. Now you have a higher high, and so long as you set a higher low that's, you know, higher than this or even this right here, as long as you don't get a full 100% retrace on this, I mean, this is bull market city. This is like the gateway to higher prices, in my opinion. So it's upside here for Cardano, in my opinion, right? So, I mean, this is, we've already come back down to the 0.236. I think the 0.382 is almost guaranteed to get hit. Could you come down here to 89 cents? Yes. And your full kind of like target would be somewhere in the 81 to 82 cent range at this 0.618 fib. So that's where I'm looking on Cardano. This would be like long city, right? 88 cents to 81 cents is long city on Cardano. We'll see what happens with it, right? Now let's get into XRP, baby. Let's get into XRP. Cardano, by the way, did like a 70 or 60 to 70% move. It was something absolutely insane. Let's just do it. We'll just tell you exactly what it did, right? I think it was like 75% move or something like that. Yeah, 85% move in like literally 3 hours. That is insanity, man. That is insanity. This is crypto. This is crypto, man. This is crypto is wild. Crypto is a wild place to be. So now you've kind of got your targets on Cardano. You've got your targets on Bitcoin. You kind of understand where we could be going, right? And yeah, that short trade would have played out very well on XRP. If you would have hit that, but I think you could have potentially gotten stopped out on it. So let's look at the Fibonacci retrace again, almost a 1.0 retrace. Came up to the 0.786, massive rejection, right? Massive rejection from these highs to these lows, right? And if you really want to get super hectic with it, you can pull it to this high, call it, boom, 0.786 rejection, baby. Very textbook, very simple. Now, where could we be going from here, right? Let's see. Where's my fib? Yeah, about $2.35. So about a 50 cent retrace here. And this is long city right here. The 0.618 is long city. You did take out these highs, right? You did take out these highs. So long as you close this candle above right around here, this is actually not going to be a swing failure pattern, right? As it sits right now, XRP is looking more bullish than Cardano is, because Cardano did print a swing failure pattern, which usually means you know, it's going to come back down, you know, potentially to the 0.618. You got to see where this candle closes, though. You have to see where this candle closes. So long as it closes above this level right here, and I'll actually put the level up for you so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So long as you close above $2.81, right, on this candle, there is no swing failure pattern, and it's looking like upside. Now, is it possible that you still come right back down here to the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart at about $2.56, and that's right at the 0.382 fib to bounce? Absolutely. What goes up must come down. Like, eventually you got to, like, these markets are going to be super overheated. I mean, look at the RSI. It's up here at 83. Look at the stochastics. You're up at 100. You've been at 100 for quite a while. You're super overheated. This is favoring pullback, and then boom, Moon City, right? That's what you want to be seeing on these charts, right? Is these things kind of come back down and then come back to these better levels that are better buying levels because they've gone absolutely parabolic. There's leverage longs here. There's people that are going to get wrecked on these longs on the way down. They're all going to get liquidated. They're going to take it down to the 0.618, and then boom, they're going to blast it up from $2.35 probably to new all-time highs, taking out this previous $3.40 level, right? This is the gateway to all-time highs for altcoins, okay? So watch out for all of this. This is where you would start entering long positions, right? It's very simple. It's very simple. You come over here, boom, you say, all right, I'm entering a long position. I'm at the very least targeting these previous highs right here. And most likely I'm targeting all-time highs, which is right around here. You've got a 3x risk to reward on that. No, you got way more than a 3x risk to reward on that. You got about a 4.6 risk to reward on that, so long as you stay above the 0.786 fib. Let's go back to Cardano, and I'll give you that trade as well. Boom. And I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, you would want to be entering yet again at this 0.618 fib, right? And this is where you start targeting, at the very least, these highs and potentially these highs over here, right? You're talking, these highs are about $1.31, okay? So we would be targeting probably at least $1.31 on this, setting our stop loss just outside of the 786. Actually, we might want to set it a little looser than that. I'm not 100% sure on that. Let me check. Yeah, I would actually set it looser on that. I would set it below these swing lows, right? And you still have, what do we have? A 2.72 risk to reward on this. This is a little bit more risky of a trade, in my opinion, because of this swing failure pattern. But if you wanted to short here, I mean, this could be a very good short position right here at the 0.236. And then you target all the way down to the 0.618, and then you flip long. All you do is you place your stop loss above the swing high, right? Pretty simple. Right? And you have what? A 2x, 1.5x risk to reward on that. That's not as good of a short trade, but if you're a scalper, that's what you do, right? Now let's get back to XRP. Let's see if there's a short trade on XRP that actually makes sense. There probably isn't, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, this thing could just keep running. I don't know if I would be shorting XRP. I would consider shorting Cardano, but I don't know if I would be shorting XRP here unless you hit this and then got an immediate rejection of this. And then I would set my stop loss just like so friggin' tight, man. I would set my stop loss super tight here, and I would be targeting this level right here for a 6x risk to reward ratio if you got a rejection here, okay? Now, this is what you want to see. This would be, yet again, another swing failure pattern. If you come up here and you wick up to it, you wick up just above it, you get a rejection, the candle closes below this wick, right? That is a swing failure pattern, and you would be targeting downside. At the very least, you would be targeting the 0.382 and this level right here, and then potentially seeing what the RSI and all of those things are doing at those points. You would be targeting the 0.618 Fibonacci level, and that would be an incredible trade, right? And that is where you start to flip long. Boom. You know, so this is Scalpers 101. This is Scalp Trading 101. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If there's anything else that you want me to look at, I'll be more than happy to do it. Solana. Let's get into Solana, baby. Dude, again, Solana, let's see if it's a swing failure pattern. And yes, it is. There is a swing failure pattern on Solana, okay? And what do I mean by that? If you come in here to the hourly chart, you can see that you needed to get above this level right here with a candle close. You did not get it. That is a swing failure pattern. I would be favoring a nice pullback, and that pullback could be massive on Solana. It could go all the way down to $148. We're going to go ahead and pull the fib for you just so that you can see what time it is, right? And you pull it from this low, boom, up to this high, boom. And again, you took out all of these highs. You got a rejection. I mean, this is, in my opinion, this is favoring downside. This is favoring downside. You're getting a rejection right here on Solana. Got rejected at those highs. I would be entering along here around the 0.618 and the 200 moving average. If I was to enter long, I would be entering short here. Okay, where's my short? There it is. I would be entering short here. I'd be setting my stop loss just outside of the swing highs. I would be targeting at least the 200 moving average, or I would, if you want to be really safe about it, target the 0.5 fib, right? And then once you get down there, guess what you do? All you do is you flip long at the 0.618, and that is the wrong thing for me to be showing you. That is a Fibonacci level. I'll show you the long position. Boom, 0.618, and then guess what you're doing? You're targeting all-time highs, baby. You're targeting all-time friggin' highs and setting your stop loss outside of these prior swing lows, outside of these moving averages, and outside of the 0.786. You got a 4.5x risk to reward on this, and we're going to take all these other Fibonacci's off of here, right? All right, where's my other fib? Boom, done. Okay. And then you would be targeting these swing highs and potentially even all-time highs after this, right? But I would more or less be targeting these swing highs on this long position. I'd be targeting right around here, which gives you a 5.6x risk to reward ratio. We can delete these. We can delete these. These are gone. It's over. All right, this is the 1 hour chart. I mean, look, dude, like at the end of the day, dudes and dudettes, homies and homettes, all of the millions and billions of people that watch these streams and come here for the key levels. This is what you're talking about. If you hold these levels right here, these 200 moving averages on the 1 hour chart, now that we've reclaimed them, it's bull run city, baby. It's bull run city. Here's what you're going to be seeing. This is what you need to see. This goes for all coins. This goes for all coins. Bitcoin, altcoin, Solana coin, poo butt coin, whatever coin, right? You got to hold this 200 moving average on the hourly chart, right? And you got to blast up. The 100 starting to curl up, the 50 starting to curl up. They're going to go up above the 200 moving average. That is great news. You would love to see an entry down here for super duper long positions. I will absolutely 100% be doing that. And what we would also like to see is on things like Ethereum. You would like to see the exact same thing happening. You really don't want to lose this 200 moving average right here. Now that you've regained it, you've got the 50 coming up. You've got the 100 starting to curl up. That's great. You did get a rejection. You front ran the 0.236. That's not awesome. I gave everybody this trade right here a long time ago. And, you know, if you took that trade, you know, it was a great trade for you. You would be in absolutely massive profits right now. You might not, if you hadn't taken the trade, you know, back there a couple of days ago, whenever I gave it to you, obviously you would have never gotten the ability to get into that long position that we were talking about on ETH. But, you know, be that as it is, you catch some of them, you know, sometimes you don't catch them, right? At the end of the day, what I would be looking at on ETH is, you know, are we going to come up and get a rejection here at this parallel channel, right? That's what I'm looking at. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take this off, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So we need to come up here to this parallel channel, regain this pivot point, right? What's this pivot point? Well, let's go to the 4 hour chart, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. This is a pivot point from all of these lows. It's a trend line, right? We came up, boom, 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 and then we lost it, right? We rode it like the town friggin' bicycle, and then we lost it. So if we regain this, I mean, this is, you know, this is the gateway again to new all-time highs on ETH. And when ETH hits its new all-time high, that is when altcoin season is really going to start kicking off. Now, where could you see an entry on ETH? Probably somewhere in this realm, right? Let's zoom in, make sure our fib is actually pulled correctly. Actually, that was a pretty darn good fib pull for being super zoomed out. That was pretty lethal, man. So yeah, we've regained the 50 moving average on the 4 hour chart. I mean, my bias is that this is, I mean, most of this stuff is going to be favoring downside, at least back to the 0.618 or the 0.5, right? Because you don't really have much support down here. Like you've still got your resistance, which is the 100 moving average. You still got your resistance, which is the 200 moving average. So technically, you know, if we continue upward, you know, are we going to get there? Nah, maybe not. You also have a swing failure pattern here on ETH, so I'd be favoring downside on ETH, in my opinion. I think this news will wear off over the coming hours and potentially couple of days. Now, once Trump and them start actually buying Cardano and XRP and Solana, that's when you're going to see this stuff actually really start to pump, right? Because they're going to be putting, you know, hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars into it. So I would actually be, you know, favoring a little bit of downside on these because of how parabolic these runs were. I mean, look at the volume on this candle, right? Look at this candle's volume down here. comparatively to all the volume over here, right? And that's all from one tweet. That's all from one tweet. There's no technical like reason why you would have pumped this hard, right? Yes, we had bottoming tails on Bitcoin. Yes, a lot of these charts hit, you know, like very key levels of, you know, we'll call them, you know, support and things of that sort. But where's my parallel channel? Did I take that off? Oh, this is gold. That's my bad. I'm on the wrong chart, man. ETH. My bad. Tripping, dude. Okay. So we come back down here to the 0.618. We favor long side on that, right? We have the very obvious swing failure pattern here. We have the 200 moving average and the 100 moving average. 200 is the green line, 100 is the, you know, red line to get through, and then it's bull run city. We got to regain this, you know, pivot point. We got to get outside of this falling, this downward trending parallel, right? That dates back very far. Okay. So I would be looking to enter, probably somewhere in that realm right there. And then I would be targeting right here at the very least. And then I would see how the fibs and or not the fibs, but the RSI and stuff like that is looking at that point. As it sits right now, RSI on the 4 hour is not oversold on ETH, but it is incredibly oversold on the hourly chart, right? We're up in the 80s, right? So whenever you see stuff in the 80s, that's like short city, right? So actually I might go and look and see. Woo! Bitcoin's at 93K, man. Now, Bitcoin's going to run into some serious technical resistance here at $96,000, okay? That's just what it is, you know. These hourly these hourly, you know, candles are looking absolutely insane right now. I'm not in a trade as it sits right now, too, by the way, as you can see. I do have open orders, right? Like I was trying to enter longs, you know, at, I believe 86.6 is one of my levels. You know, because we just smashed through all that other stuff. I have longs all the way down here at 73 and in the 70s. I pretty much can cancel all of these because these ain't going to hit. So anyways, I don't even know if 86.6 is going to hit because we've run way too far. Yeah. Let's look at ETH really quick. See if we can enter some trades. Yeah, so I mean, I would be okay entering like you know, 0.5 ETH short position here. How much would that cost me? Yeah, like $500 at like a 3x leverage. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. Just opening a short. I would probably just mark it into this. So this is a small little trade. You know, we could lose on this. I highly doubt we will, to be honest with you. And then I want to look at Cardano and Solana. Okay, so yeah, Cardano again, I would be okay entering, you know, a short term kind of like small short on this. How much is 100 Cardano? $36. So we would need to enter like, you know, 1200 Cardano on this. Again, altcoins, I only go 3x leverage. Okay, I will trade 10x leverage on Bitcoin, but on altcoins, I'm not doing massive leverage. I just won't do it. It's too volatile. Like you can lose way too much money. I'm literally risking $400 to $500 on these positions. Like I don't care. I'm not going to sit here and, you know, I'm not doing it. So we've got Cardano short in. Let's look at the Solana short position that we could potentially get into. Okay, let's look at Solana. Yeah, I mean, same thing here. I would probably do like what, a 2 Solana short, probably be about $300. Now it's 116, so we need like 6 to 7 Solana. Yeah, $400 on a short there. Let's open that short, and then let's look at XRP. Now, XRP is the one that I think we have the highest likelihood of losing on, just because XRP does not have a swing failure pattern on it. But you know, we can see what happens. Let's see, what would 100 XRP do us? $98. So I would say I'm going to go about 300 XRP. I'm going to put the smallest position on XRP. And I think you probably understand why, because I think it has the largest or the highest likelihood of losing. Okay. So now we have our 4 positions open. We have XRP short. We have a Cardano short. we have a Solana short, and then we have an Ethereum short, all open right now. I'm going to wait on a Bitcoin short, to be honest with you. I do think Bitcoin does come down, but is it going to come down right this second? I do not think so. I think you could get a technical rejection up here at the top end of this trend channel, which is at about 94.5. And at that, if the altcoins continue to run, that's where I would consider adding to these 4 positions, right? Because all those positions will probably be down, you know, I don't know, 20, 30 bucks a piece, right? You know, and then that's where you would add to those positions. And I mean, we'll see what happens here. You know, there's no guarantees that any of this stuff plays out. But one thing that is guaranteed is that you are in super oversold on Bitcoin. You could even enter like a small starter position here if you wanted to on BTC, but I want to see what that would look like at a 10x leverage. I mean, I would only enter like a 0.1 Bitcoin short here, to be honest with you, which would only be like 900 bucks. So we can do that. Actually, we'll just go ahead and do it. We'll see how this stuff plays out. Now, this, again, I'm not telling you to enter these. This is not financial advice. I'm doing this with my own money, with my own stuff. If you guys want to take that chance, go ahead. I think you could also get, you know, another position right here at about 94.5, 94.3-ish. Right, which is what I would be looking to do. Yeah, I mean, let's see what's happening. 93. Let's say like 94.311, something like that. And then you would enter maybe, you know, double up on your position, something like that. Open a short there. And then, you know, you'll see how it plays out. But then I want to get back to the Cardano and the Ethereum charts and see if there's anything else that we can extrapolate from those charts. Because as you can see, they're running with Bitcoin right now. How long does this run? We don't know. I could lose a few $100 on this, or I could make, you know, some pretty substantial gains if we come back down to those targets that I was talking about. Like, so say for Bitcoin, on the 1 hour chart, my target would be somewhere in the realm of about $89,000. So let's go ahead and set that and forget that, right? So Bitcoin, where is my, whatever it's called? Stop. Just give me it. Okay. Let's call it 89 to 13.1. Yeah, you'd make about $367 on that. No big deal. Your stop loss is going to be above this level right here. So probably at about like 94.8. Yeah, I'd say like 94.9. But remember, if we get up there, we're also, I mean, this is, you know, $200 loss if we took it. But again, remember, if we do get up there, we're doubling down on that position, right? Now let's get back to Cardano really quick. Boom. Okay. Now this might nullify the swing failure pattern right here. This could nullify the swing failure pattern, right? We'll see. If it gets above these levels over here, you know, we could see it, you know, doing, you know, extremely well. Call it $1.18 or so. I would say, you know, $1.17. Let's go to Cardano. See what we can do here. What were we doing on Cardano? It was like 1,200 Cardano. That would double our position to what? $474. Yeah, I mean, what do we have on Cardano? Like 1,200 Cardano? Yeah, 1,200 Cardano. Okay, I'm good with that. Open the short there. If it gets there, right? There's no guarantee that it gets there, but we'll see. And it could blow through that. It could absolutely blow through that, you know. And then on ETH, you know, 2,500. I don't even know if I would average in on ETH unless we got like super high. So I'm not even gonna worry too terribly much about ETH right now. Yeah, I mean, we would have to get more up here into the 2,600s for me to want to average in on ETH, right? Just being honest. Let's get this gold stuff over here. I would say about $2,620 is where I would want to, you know, hit ETH again. We call it 2613, right? And it would be, you know, probably, I don't know what, a half a ETH or something like that. Is that what I did last time? Yeah. Boom. Okay. And then again, I mean, 2,600 bucks. If we went above, let's see, 2,600 bucks. Once we get kind of above like this line right here, right, which is at about 2,750, I'll call it 2,758. That's where you'd want to start stopping out of ETH. So let's get down here to ETH. Yeah. So we'd probably lose about 150. Yeah, buck 50 on that. No big deal on that. Let's see what, where's our target? Our target's probably at the 0.5 fib, so call it 2291, because I like to front run stuff, so call it 2291. Yeah, that sucks. That's a shitty risk to reward, honestly, on that. Yeah, I might not even want to be in this ETH short, to be honest with you. I'm just going to close this. I don't like it. We'll take a $1 loss on it. I don't care. I'm not going to sit here and chase it. It's not worth it. The risk to reward makes 0 sense. So, see. Okay, so now on XRP, you're looking at about $2.36. Maybe call it $2.48 is where you'd want to start taking profits on that. $2.48. Let's look at that. Yeah. What did I say? $2.36 is the 0.618. Yeah, $2.38. I'd call it $2.38. Why did I say 248? Is that where the 0.5 fib is or something? Yeah, that's where the 0.5 fib is. Yeah, I mean, you could come down there. I think you're more likely to come back down here to this previous swing high, right? You could absolutely top out, like stop it right here at this swing high, though. This is the one that I think that we have the highest likelihood of getting stopped out, to be honest with you. I am going to stop out up here at about $3.06 because I think XRP has the ability to run much more than anything else. And so I'm not going to take like huge risks on it, but this is a 4x risk to reward ratio. But you know, we'll see what happens with it. Maybe we could set it a little bit looser than that, but I want to see what these previous levels look like. Yeah, I mean, these previous levels take you all the way up to $3.23. I mean, what would that do to us? 100 bucks. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. All right, let's check this out. That was wild. Did you hear those moves or whatever it was? Like that was a crazy sound effect. I don't know if that happened on your end, but that was crazy. So okay, if we were to continue upward, I would want to enter another short here at about $3.13. So let's go ahead and do that. $3.13 on XRP. Okay. And then what did we have on XRP? 300 XRP, something like that? Yeah, that's only $300. Okay. Do we have our take profits set on Bitcoin and Cardano? We don't have Cardano. We do have XRP. We do not have Solana yet. All right, we need to go back to Cardano first and foremost. Okay, so the price targets on Cardano is going to be, I would call it 84 cents. So, yeah, that's pretty simple. Yeah, that would make us some good money. Damn, Bitcoin's running, huh? Bitcoin must be running. It just filled my other Bitcoin short. We could get screwed on that Bitcoin short. 100% we could get screwed. Cardano, $1.17. What would $1.17 do to us? Lose 100 bucks or something? Yeah. Okay, $1.17.8. Call it $1.17.98. Boom. Because that's where these previous swing highs are, is $1.17 or so. I mean, that's pretty cut and dry, right? That's pretty cut and dry right there. Let's go to Solana. Let's set that trade up. Solana. I mean, again, do whatever you want to do. These are going to be, you know, high risk to reward trades, but they are risky trades whenever Bitcoin is running. And we'll get back into what Bitcoin's doing. So on Solana, we're probably going to want to stop out around 182. Okay, so where's Solana? Yeah. And then what do we want our price target to on Solana? I would say the 0.5 fib to about 150, 152. I mean, I would say even maybe potentially right here at about 150. That's going to be some pretty key technical support. So let's call it 150. But we would like to write it down to the 0.78 or to the 0.618. So this is a 2x risk to reward on this. I have no problem with that one. Do we have a secondary Solana order in somewhere? Where's that? XRP ETH. Now we're going to take this ETH one off. Open short. Do we have a secondary Solana order in? We do not. Do we need a secondary Solana order? I don't believe we do. I think this one's, you know, if it stops you out on this, it stops you out on this. You call it a day because it's got way too far to run. If it takes out this high, it's coming up here to $205. So there's no reason to enter a secondary short on this, in my opinion. Not where it's sitting at right now. We're getting absolutely murdered on Bitcoin right now. The Bitcoin short 94.8 is the mark price. Let's see what the Bitcoin price is looking at. You know, again, like $200 down on a trade. You know, no one's gonna shake a stick at that. We could get a rejection here at the 96.5 range. Let's see what happens. We'll see what happens in the coming days. So yeah, I mean, you kind of have the levels on all of these different assets. What did we just get? Did we get more? Did we get stopped out on Bitcoin? Did I somehow set my stop already on Bitcoin and we got stopped out? That sucks. That's ridiculous. Whoops. I shouldn't have set my stop so tight. It is what it is. I guess we just lost $200 live. We just lost $200 live, man. That sucks. Is what it is. Bitcoin might keep running here, but my bias is it's probably going to get a technical rejection here to a certain extent, probably here at the point of control. When you bounce this hard, and you eat through so many key levels, right? You hit, boom, you blast it through the 21, the 9 moving average, the 200, the point of control, or not the point of control, the value area low. You're getting a rejection here. Dude, that sucks. They literally stop hunted me right here. It is what it is. We'll swing it back. I don't care. Yeah, we literally just got stop hunted. And look at the massive, ridiculous rejection we got. My levels are, honestly, sometimes my levels are too lethal. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, well, it is what it is. There's nothing that you can do about it now. I can't really chase it now because we've already got the technical. That sucks. Yeah. If we get 94.6 again, I would consider entering there. 94, call it 613. I would say 0.1 Bitcoin. That's all I'm willing to risk on this, because if it goes yet again, like I said, you don't want to be in it if it gets above about 95.4. Yeah, that's only $80 loss. If we got above 95.4. Nah, we need to be probably 95.4. I don't know, man. I mean, maybe 96.2 is probably actually better. Damn, dude, we got screwed on that trade. We got absolutely screwed on that trade. We had a 0.2 Bitcoin at like a 94.5 average. Yeah, that sucks. We'd already be up like $150 on that. That sucks. And we lost 200 because our stop loss was set too tight. You know, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm actually not going to chase this. We'll see what happens to these other trades, right? See what happens with, you know, Cardano. See what happens with XRP. We'll see what happens with Solana. You know, make all the money that you lose on Bitcoin back on these trades most likely, and call it a day, you know. And then that's when we can start thinking about where can we enter on Bitcoin, right? 94,566, something like that. I would say 94,513, 0.1. 1.0. Call it 95,513, right? I'm good with an entry there. I don't know if we're going to get back up there, to be honest with you. I think this is going to be like, this is going to be the rejection. Like, as you can see, RSI super oversold or overbought, right? We're in 85 range. You know, probably getting a nice little down move on all of these alts too. So yeah, with that being said, when BTC rejects, do you think it will be a big rejection? I do. Yeah, I do. When you go up this fast, right? I mean, this is what's called a fair value gap right here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So these three candles right here on the hourly chart, this is what's called a fair value gap. That's a fair value gap. So once you tap back into this at around 89.5, it's probably where you're going to start seeing a pump back up, right? Because this is, I mean, this is a textbook fair value gap. We'll see what happens, you know, but I think you're probably going to come down here to the 200 moving average, potentially bounce. And then that's where you would start longies at about $89,000, right? Do we actually have a long in down there? Let's check. Yeah, no, we don't. We need to edit this. This needs to be 89,000, probably 113. Okay, and then we get into 0.3 Bitcoin there, but you would want to set your stop loss just outside of that to the bottom of the fair value gap, which is about 88,188. Okay, no problem. Okay, that'd probably lose us a couple. Wait, this is take profit order. No, I need to be setting my stop loss. $88,188. Would that lose us? Yeah, $200, $300 maybe. Yeah, okay, so I mean, we'll see what happens here, and then, you know, if we can get these, you know, these altcoins down to these other levels, man, I mean, XRP, Cardano, Solana, that's where I would start considering longing. So now everybody knows the levels, man. Everybody knows the levels. Hopefully this is helpful to people. There's 200 people on this stream, okay? Most of you are here from Twitter. Scroll up, hit the follow button, man. Scroll up, hit the follow button, please. For the love of all that's holy. It's the only thing I ever ask of anybody. The people that are here from YouTube, obviously make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you hit subscribe, and then boom, baby, bang on that notification bell. Comment anything that you want in the relevant sections. I will see you in the next video. We will see how these trades play out overnight. And then we will take it from there. See if we can enter some long positions, because one thing that I can tell you is I'm not entering long up here after all of this just happened, right? So, you know, and you can see volume starting to fall off on Bitcoin right now, like massive volume, even bigger volume, smaller volume than both of those bars, right? So this is probably favoring downside, in my opinion. That's a fair value gap. It's pretty cut and dry, pretty self-explanatory. FVG, boom. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Kind of salty that we got shaken out of our, or we got stopped out of our short trade here, because that thing would be massively profitable right now. You know, when you're doing stuff on the fly like this, sometimes the streams don't necessarily serve me super well because I'm like trying to do stuff on the fly and, you know, make sure that it's entertaining for you all, but then also deliver the information all at the same time. Sometimes set my stop loss too tight, man. Sometimes my levels are just way too lethal, right? I basically said, look, we get outside of this, we get above this, and, you know, this is where you know, don't want to be. And then bam, you know, it hits it almost to the dollar. Crazy. And then boom, rejection, right? So we will see how all this plays out. I appreciate everybody for showing up. Everybody make sure that you follow, like, do all the things to support the channel. I appreciate you all so much. Everybody have a good day. Peace.